Guys, this is your Coach Nachi. Hey, replay viewer. We had some drama in the first recording of this. It wouldn't start. It wouldn't flip the camera at all. I don't know what happened. But we're back, and I hope that you can see me. Hey, Hood Psychic, welcome back. Hey, Decor by Dylan. Thank you so much for popping in and watching me today. I really appreciate you coming through. Yeah, I don't know what happened. No, it wasn't you. It was not you. Hey, Roman Gonzalez, how are you, boo? Thank you for those hearts. Hey, Sam Z Designs, how are you? How are you? How are you? It wasn't you. Oh, thank you so much for those purple hearts, Hood Psychic. Hey, Roman. Hey, salesman, how are you doing? No, it wasn't you. Right on cue for your lunchtime, right? We're in sync. Hey, boo. It wasn't you, Dylan. It was, hey, Gary, welcome. It wasn't you. It was, I don't know what happened. It wouldn't let me flip the camera. I'm gonna have to go back and delete that after this scope is over. My Gary in the house, baby. It's fire. So thank you so much for those hearts. I love those purple hearts. I love those green hearts. I love those red hearts. I'm just scoping those hearts. Thank you so much for sharing on Twitter. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for inviting your followers, Gary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If this is your first time catching me live, welcome. Dylan, I think this is your first time catching me live. I am so happy to see you here in my scope. Thank you so much for making time for me. Dylan, throw up some emojis. Let the people know. Hey, Dashni. Hey, Dashni Sid. So ready to learn. I'm ready to teach. I'm ready to share what I can. Okay, you see Dylan? Those green hearts in the comments? He does wonderful decor. He does decor that will just flip your energy around. If you've got an office, if you work from home, if you have a space that you just want to deck out in colors and a feeling that is you and welcoming, you want to flip the energy in your space to be something that's more relaxing or whatever it is that you want, energizing and fulfilling. What up, Kiki? Hey, girl. Thank you for coming through. Dylan is the guy for you. Dylan, throw up some emojis again. Decor by Dylan. Amazing stuff. Amazing scopes. Really sharing knowledge about how to make your space more you-like. And I'm all about that. Welcome back, Kiki. I'm so happy to see you. Yay. So, guys, I'm going to continue talking about the support system. Yesterday, I asked a very important question. Thank you so much for those hearts. Hey, Lorena. Hey, Lorena, how are you? Thank you so much for those red hearts, Samzy. I appreciate them. They match my shirt. Thank you so much. My Samzy actually helped me out with my hair, so you know how it goes. Lorena, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so nice to have you here. I've seen you in Roman Scopes. Thank you so much for giving me your time. I appreciate you being here. So yesterday I asked a very important question, which was, we're talking about support systems, right? We're talking about support systems, and yesterday I asked you a key question before we can move forward at all. And that was, what was the question? Don't be mean, tap that screen. Dylan said it, look. The question was, what does support system mean to you? So what does a support system look like? What is your kind of ideal version of a support system? Write that down, note that down, record that however way that makes sense for you. And that's going to move us forward in whatever we do because you place it in an anchor. So if it's for your business, if it's for your relationships, if it's for whatever it is that it is for you, pick that one area to be your anchor. Bring that forward moving. Hey, thank you so much for those hearts, those light blue hearts, those, damn, y'all are pumping it. Thank you so much. Bring that forward to this session. And Kiki brought up a really amazing point about love languages, and we kind of got into this discussion about love languages. So what are your love languages? Can I know so that we can kind of bounce off of that and make it full circle and come home to what I'm about to talk about today? So if you know your love language, type them in. There are about 5 love languages, and I'm really curious to know what your love languages are. Thank you so much, Lorena, for inviting your followers. I appreciate you doing that. That really tells me that you care, because those notifications can get crazy, so I appreciate you sharing this out. What we're going to talk about today is, in the title it says no man is an island, or are they? I'm going to talk about, tomorrow I'm going to talk more about what it means to have yourself as your support system, what that looks like, and that's one of my favorite things to really talk about, because that goes into your reputation with yourself and your standard for yourself and how well you regard yourself and your dreams. Today, I'm going to be talking about who, what, when, why, whatever of support systems outside of you. Hello, Raw Paper Planes. What's up? Thank you so much for coming through. What's a love language? Great question. A love language is how you feel love. So how you feel love, hey, thank you for coming through. I see you on the replays. I'm so happy to have you here live. Thank you for making time for this. A love language is basically how you show love and how you give love. So I was sharing about yesterday how my love language is, I love words of affirmation. I love to know when I love hearing people telling me, oh, I'm doing good, I'm doing this, that, and the other. What I'm doing is helping, or I love words of affirmation. And my second love language is action. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. See, like, I love that. That's words of affirmation. I'm just about that. So, and I believe, Roman, you were saying how your girlfriend, her love language is gifts. My mother's love language is gifts. These are people who love to give you presents just out of the blue, or they just love to gift, or you're someone who just loves to give gifts because that's how you feel love. So I don't know if you know what your love language is. There are 5. You can go Google it, love languages, 5 love languages, and take that test, words of affirmation. So my Gary is words of affirmation. Roman was talking about his love language is touch. Some people really feel loved when they're touched, when they're hugged, when they're held, when they're whatever that might look like. My love language isn't touch, so I don't know what that is all, but you know what that is for you when the website really gives you a nice breakdown of how you feel love and how you give love. If you're new, follow. Yeah, love affirmations. Yeah, mostly emotional. Sometimes they're gifts. And I related that to Kiki brought up a really good point. She brought it up in the way of support language. How do you feel support? So yesterday we were basically saying how someone might be supporting you in their way that they show support and the way they feel support, but they're not supporting you in the way you feel support and the way you want to feel supported. So you might be someone who's saying, oh, I don't have anybody that is supporting me, but people are actually supporting you in the way that they show support, not in the way that you feel support. So it's important to figure out what that is for you. Now, today we're talking about, I forgot what we're talking about. Let me introduce myself. I am Coach Nachi. I am your world-class. Thank you so much for inviting your followers. Welcome back, Kiki. I was so sad to see you go. Welcome back. I am your world-class coach, Coach Nachi, your personal development coach, speaker, and life enthusiast. I love life. I am called to serve those who want to live more like themselves now, today, right now, not in 2 weeks, not when they get their business going, not when they find the love of their life, not on the new year, no, but right now. No worries. I appreciate you coming back. Did you ignore that call? I really appreciate you being here. So it's my quest, it's my mission to guide people to living more like themselves. And I find that a key component of that, that's good, that's right. I never thought about it like that. I'm glad that this is bringing value to you, Lorena. I'm glad. First time watching, I'm glad. She's the best life business coach. Thank you so much, Dylan. I appreciate you. Decor for your space, Dylan, that's your boy. So I'm your world class coach and I'm here to serve you. Today, again, we're talking about what a support system looks like now that we've kind of chiseled that out for you, how it represents itself and how you feel that and how it basically supports you. I'm going to take a second to look at my notes. Okay, I'll be right back. Thank you so much for those peach hearts and yellow hearts and blue hearts and light blue hearts and purple hearts. Y'all are giving me so much love today. I appreciate it. Okay, the main question today is, I'm going to go into a couple points, but the main question that I want you to walk away with is what do you need? So from looking at your support system and your definition of that, what do you need and what's missing? Right? So once you figure that out, you're going to see that, oh, actually, I have this person who's doing this thing. I have this other person who's doing this thing. I have these, thank you, what you need and what's missing. Thank you so much for that, Dylan. I appreciate that. What's missing? What do you need? Because once you find out what's important to you, once you find out what you need as a support system, what a support system means to you and how you digest that, then you're going to be sussing out, you're going to automatically be saying, oh, I get this here, I get this here. And then you'll also be getting, I don't get this, I don't get that. So there's some things that you don't get from a support system in your life that you want. Or better still, you're getting them, but you want them in a different way, or you want more of them. So I don't know, what's an example? I cannot think of an example. Let's talk about periscopes. Yeah? Let's say you are a scoper and you want to have your people. Thank you so much for jumping right back in, Gary. I appreciate being here. And you're a scoper and you want your people in your life to support you. Cool. You tell them you're scoping and they say, it's amazing. You have great content. Keep going. Or you have an amazing business idea. Keep going. That's really awesome. But that's kind of where the buck stops. They may not show up to your scopes. They may not show up to the replay scopes. They may not show up in your business. They may not invest in your business the way you would like them to. So they are supporting you, but that next level is what's missing. That next level is what you need. You find out that I really like that, people are saying my message is great, but they're not coming through. And you see that quite a bit on Periscope. I think maybe because I'm a newbie and I'm still in newbie circles, you kind of seeing people saying, oh, I'm scared about this, that, and the other. But anyway, figuring out what you need, sussing out what you need, sussing out what's missing is important for you to then manifesting. There's that word. It's important then for you to know what you need equals healthy support system, fertile soil in which to grow and reach your full potential. Boom. I can be long-winded. Gary is quick to the point. When you know what you need, you have fertile ground and you get to know what you got to do. Manifestation is life, and Dylan, you know about that. Like you know about that. We were talking about that the other day. So when you figure out what's missing and when you figure out what you need, then you can go out and get it. Yesterday we were saying people can't read your mind. And even if they could read your mind, if you don't know what you want, if you don't know what's important to you, if you don't know what this looks like to you, even if they could read your mind, if you don't know, how are they supposed to know? So once you get clear on that, then you move to the next step. What do I need? What's missing? And then that way you can ask for it. So that's the next step. Find out what you know. Welcome back, Roman. Love seeing you back. Find out what you need, what's missing, and their interpretation would be incorrect, likely. Most likely. Because if someone comes up to you and says, Gary, I need your support. Someone comes up to you and says, hey, I need you to be there for me. And you're just like, I've been there for you. I've been there for you. Find out what you need that's missing and simply ask. True. That's one way to ask. There's many other ways, but we really can't go into all of that stuff here, and it really depends on your individual situation. But to Gary's point, it's true. If I say I just need you to be there for me, and this person has been there for me, this person has been working with me, it's kind of an insult for me to say I need you to be there for me. I need to be more specific. I need you to be there for me in this way. I need you to be more timely. I need you to be there for me when I need you. Now that gets a little demanding, but you suss it out for yourself. You know what it is for you. But you have to be clearer. So now that you know what it is for you to feel supported, get clearer on that by saying, okay, what do you need? What's missing? Because you don't want to be chasing something that you already have. Number one, it's insulting to your support system. And I'm going to talk about how to care for your support system. But right now I'm saying how to get more of what you want from your support system, or to get a support system. So when you find out what you need, when you find out what's missing, go out and get it. Think about it. Dwell in the possibilities. Dwell in what it will feel like, look like, sound like when you get what it is that's missing. And that way you can focus your energy on it, and then you can attract it to it. I do believe in the law of attraction. I do believe when you pray, you're basically asking the Lord. I believe in God. You're asking the Lord. You're putting it in the best hands possible. Showing up at the right time is so valuable. Exactly. They will show up for you in the way that you want them to show up for you, because you know what it looks like to show up for you. You won't recognize it. Someone could be there right in front of you who has exactly what you need, or a resource could be sitting there right in front of you that has exactly what you need. But if you don't know what you need, baby, what are we doing? You're missing it. You're missing 100%. So when you get clearer on knowing, oh, am I talking to you? Good. When you are clear on what you need, when you are clear on what's missing, you will be able to spot it. You will be able to see, yes, me too. I'm so happy. Good. I'm so happy. Y'all, I pray before these scopes. I pray before sessions with my clients or in interviews. Preach. I pray because I want God to use me as a conduit to send a message to his children, my brothers and sisters, about what they need. If this is what you need, I'm so happy, because I was sitting here like, okay, how am I gonna explain this process, because it's so deep. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for those hearts. Missing a lot because you are not clear of what you need, and it could have been right beside you. Oh, that's so true. It's like relationships sometimes. People going back to exes because they realize what they wanted was there all along. Guys, or friendships. Oh, you weren't there for me, and you level up in your business and you're like, wow. Like, you see this with celebrities all the time. They keep the people who've been with them since childhood because they probably appreciate them way more, because they see all that fame, fortune, and money. What you need is that kind of interceding for you, coach. I love that word. Thank you so much for those hearts. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's really important to get clearer. Clarity, raising your awareness is something that I totally believe in. It's something that is so key. It's not talked about enough. It's so key to raise your awareness of yourself. And for my bro Roman, thank you so much, Gary. Thank you so much for interceding. I love that. Thank you so much. It's important to know you. I've talked about this ad nauseum, it feels like. I know I deleted a replay scope, but woohoo, coach, teach us. Thank you so much for that. You have to know you. If you don't know you, you cannot make moves that matter. You can make moves, but they could be Beyonce's moves, they could be Jennifer Lopez's moves, they could be they could be Coach Nachi moves, but they're not moves that make sense for you. When you know you, please get this. When you know you, you make moves that count for you, moves that make sense for you. And guess what? You remove resistance. You remove the resistance that's there when you're trying to say. One of the big things that I do personally is trying to lose weight, trying to lead a healthier life. If I'm trying to lose weight the way you're trying to lose weight, the way Kiki, the way Dylan, the way Roman, the way Gary, the way Sam Z, the way Lorena, I'm not saying y'all need to lose weight. Look, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if I went about it in the way that you go about it, it wouldn't be true to me unless it was true to me. You hear what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Kiki. I didn't mean to call you out like that. I'm just saying, just examples, just calling out names. Sorry, Lorena, I'm just calling out names. No, it's the first time scope. I didn't need to. I'm just saying, like, Dylan, we can't lose weight the same way. We can't be healthier the same way. We have to find what's good to us, what feels right for us, what's going to give us the least amount of resistance. And we can't do that unless we know ourselves. So when it comes to support system... Yo, we should do a weight loss thing. I'm working on that in the background. It's difficult. It's doable, but the difficult part comes from finding out what your resistance points are and going through it. It's the same thing with support system, same thing with everything. She don't know how accurate she was. Look. I mean, I prayed. I said, God, speak to me so I can speak to your people. Late night cravings. It's doable. It's very, very doable. It's very, very doable. And even in weight loss, I had a client who needed that support system. I think I mentioned this the other day, or maybe I was thinking it. I never got to say it. But I had a client who we were coaching on weight loss. And a lot of the times we think we have to do things by ourselves, right? That whole island effect. I'm so guilty of that. Her support system was, I had to ask, I was like, as her coach, I asked her, okay, who needs to know? Who needs to know that you're losing weight? Who needs to know that you need a support system? Who needs to know that you need help? Who needs to know that this is what you're doing? And she lives with her husband and her child. She's the cook of the family. If she's trying to lose weight, do you know how difficult it is for her to manage her diet and cook meals for everybody else? How tempting is that? How tempting is that? So when I asked her who needs to know, she has to tell her kids. She has to tell her family. She has to tell the people around her saying, look, this is what I'm trying to do. I need your support. I need you to be there for me. I need you to either not buy this kind of junk food. My brother did the same thing. He was saying a while ago, don't bring this junk food around. I'm trying to be healthier for myself. Now, he's a boss. He's a gym boy. He does all he does. But he's very cognizant of that. Tacos, honey. Oh, my God. Don't talk about tacos. So if I was her, everyone was going on a diet. Look, right? She's the cook. So it's that kind of thing where that's where the resistance comes from, because you don't realize that. You go, oh yeah, I can do it, powerhouse. First of the year, first of the month, I got this. Then life happens and life kicks you. But if you don't have that raise awareness of yourself, you don't know where the kicks are going to come from. That's why it's so important when I'm talking to my clients and talking to you all. Raising your awareness is so key. Thank you so much for continuously pumping those hearts. I feel you. We're together today, and I thank you so much for that. So on the what needs to happen, you can also then talk to your current support system and say, hey, I really first start with a thank you, right, sandwich. I really appreciate you being there for me. I really appreciate you doing this, that, and the other. I would really love it. Like, is it possible for you to? Are you able to? Whatever your words are, whatever that means to you. Now, that's with people. I didn't even go into resources. Jeez Louise. Again, when you know what you need, when you know what's missing, you can go ahead and find out what you need. Uncle Google is amazing. Uncle Google is amazing. Thank you so much for coming jumping back in, Hood Psychic. Thank you. Uncle Google is Uncle Google for a reason. Okay? If you need a resource, when you look at, say, your business, when you look at your Periscope, when you look at your desire, your dream, I love to deal with social impactors and people who want to change the world and help vulnerable populations. So when you know, I don't know. If you need funding, if you find that actually what I really need is funding, if you find that actually what I need is an assistant, you can then go into Uncle Google and type in world changers. Exactly. Oh, those are my people. You can go into Uncle Google and type in world changers Wow. You can go in and type in virtual assistant. You can go in and type in whatever it is that you need. Sponsorship methods, funding methods. Who can take my business to the next level? Gary does that amazingly. Norris Ventures, he is a beast at what he does. He goes in and just runs a company. He knows you better than you know yourself. If you need someone to scale your business and fill in the holes and does this, that, and the other, Gary Norris Ventures is the boss at it. If you need somebody to teach you door-to-door salesmanship and just to be a better leader, a better salesperson, Roman Gonzalez is your boy. If you need someone you realize that, you're moving into a new space and you need your decor to be a warm, welcoming, friendly space or whatever you need, how you honor me. Thank you, Coach. I got you. Words of affirmation, baby. I got you. But it's all true, by the way. I don't say nonsense on here. Dylan, Decor by Dylan will trick your space out to be a space that's not only having the positive energy, but it's got the right message that speaks to your clients and who you're serving and yourself. We spend 8 hours a day working. Look, some of us, I don't know who those we are. I spend 20 hours a day working. I'm always working. It's probably not a good thing, but I'm obsessed. I'm in love with what I'm doing, so I can't help it. When you love what you do, you can't. When you find your why, for sure. Exactly. When you find your why, it pulls you. You cannot stay in bed sleeping all day. You can't. 8-hour weeks. You know what I'm talking about. You spend a lot of time in these spaces. And good. I'm so glad. I'm so happy for that, Kiki. Thank you. You world changers are exactly who I love to work with. And if that resonates with you, there are people out there waiting for what you do, what's inside of you, to really help them. There are literally people waiting for you. Energy is everything. That's what I was trying to say. Dylan will trick your space out to bring the right amount of energy that you need to do what you need to do to support you. Your environment will be supporting you and your work. So, what else do you guys do? What are you guys into? I like working off of your examples because I feel like that serves you best. And Dylan also really hyped that up for me. We were talking earlier, last night, early this morning. Thank you for coming back, Lorena. Thank you. I appreciate you. Again, I am your world-class personal development coach, speaker, and life enthusiast. I love life. I believe we're intended to live joyfully, fully human, and feeling at home in ourselves and our lives. This is my creed. This is my ethos. This is my passion. Can you talk about taking action, not procrastinating? Oh, baby! World-class indeed. All right, Kiki. This is exactly what I've been doing in Make It Happen November. So as it relates to support system, who can help? Who can help, Kiki? Why are you inside my head? Who can help? You're not alone, by the way. You're not alone in this. Procrastination, you're not alone in this. Let me just say that flat out. You're not alone in that. Okay, you're not alone in that. I think that's really an important message to say. You're not alone in that. Kiki, who can help? Dylan, who can help? Who can help you? The struggle is real. Who can help you with whatever it is you're procrastinating about? Also, what is it that you're specifically trying to do? My whole thing is about finding your why. I did a pain, pleasure, rewards, punishment scope. How you can use pleasure to really move you forward. You can use pain to really move you forward. Someone lights a fire under your butt. You're not sitting down. You're going. Someone tells you there's going to be, X something at the end, $1 million, $2 million, whatever your reward is. That's gonna light your fire, but that only works for so long. You can eventually say, you know what, this fire doesn't feel so bad, and you just stay there. You can say, you know what, that $2 million, I'm alright. So rewards and punishments are okay, and I get that, but what I like to say is finding your why. I have a free thing on my website, free opt-in for finding your why, but I would say just find your why. It's very helpful to separate the wheat from the chaff in your tasks. Gary, there he goes. That's a good tip. Separating the wheat from the chaff in your tasks. So write down what it is that you need to do, Kiki. Take the big mountain that you're trying to climb and break down the steps of what the components of that thing are. Next to that, write down who can help with each component. Even if you won't call upon them, even if you don't need that help, write down who can help next to each of those components and start banging them out. Start banging them out. Pick the one part that you need to do first and start banging it out. Just do it. Just do it. Make it happen. This is Make It Happen November. We are still in November. I did take a little bit of break from Make It Happen November, but support system is a very huge part of making whatever you want happen. You're not alone in what you do, and if you are alone in what you do, the scope about reputation is going to be really helpful. But when it comes to procrastination, you need to make it happen now. I'm serious, like you really do. You're the only person who can make what you want happen. Nobody can believe in something as not tomorrow, but today, right now. Exactly. Nobody else is going to go hard for you as much as you should go hard for yourself. Does that help, Kiki? If you want, you can give me more specifics, and I'm going to do and write that 100 whys. Good. And let me say this, Kiki. This is something that I like to give. I had a free training. I wish I could have given it to you. It's over now. It's going to come back next year. I'm the worst in overtaking. Oh, no. Overtasking. I was like, driving? I was like, are you driving, Gary? Overtasking. Yeah. That's another thing. There's sometimes we break down too many components, and then there's like so much it's overwhelming. I would say when you break down your tasks, and if it's something that's too much, ask yourself what the first thing needs to be, or what's the most urgent, or what's the easiest. Yeah? Do the easiest thing first, and that's going to start your momentum going. Your momentum is going to start going slowly. Tell people what you're doing. That's something that a lot of people say. Tell people what you're doing. I say tell pointed people what you're doing. The people that you care about. Come on here and Periscope. Kiki, if you want to Periscope about it, I will be in your scopes and I will support you. Doing 5 times, spending so much energy but haven't got one fully completed. Exactly. You just pick one thing at a time. I'm not sure exactly it is what you're working on, but I personally like to use a timer. In my tools scope that I did a while ago, which I basically showed like everything that I use a timer. So those are things actually that are support systems that are not people. Easiest first. Okay, I'm trying to start this business. There are so many parts. There are so many parts in the business, Kiki, but you'll find that there are certain things that you have to do first because they're contingent on other things. Priority Y must be top tasks. Everything else is chaff. Okay. There you go. Priority Y must be top tasks. Gary is a beast. That guy he's doing a thing, so he's saying some good stuff. Kiki, for starting your business, that's a big thing, and I'm so proud that that's what you're doing. That's awesome. I don't know what business it is, but that's amazing. The business is a huge thing. When you look at a mountain, you're like, oh my God, I can't. But guess what? You need to find those steps. It's not even like getting to the mountain. It's about Gary is the man. Roman knows what he's talking about. Gary is the man. It's about taking those tiny steps. Roman Gonzalez was talking about yesterday 2 things that you need. Roman, can I ruin it? Can I ruin the scope? I'm gonna ruin it. Roman was talking about 2 things that you need before you start any type of business. That's a pen and a paper. Get a pen and paper, Kiki. Write down what you want to do. Write down all those components. Sorry, Roman. I don't mean to steal your swag. But write down those components. See what the easiest is. Write down who can help you next to it. That's going to help you when you lose momentum and you need to ask for help or find those resources to help you. Resources are super helpful. Yeah. Sometimes people can't necessarily... Thanks, bro. Okay. Makes me, man, yeah. Roman has a book on his website. It's a free book. Roman, what is that book about? Type it up in the comments. That could be a resource and a part of your support system that you might need for starting your business. Roman does sales and he gives really great tips. Roman, what is your book about / what is the name of it? So support system, I break it down into the physical. I break it down into the who, people, and the what. So those things. For businesses, starting off, Fiverr is really nice for like little tasks. Fiverr is great for virtual assistants. Fiverr is great to get little things done. Google is a resource you can use, but Google again is overwhelming. You have to kind of know what it is you're looking for. For procrastination, really hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable by, I say, finding your why. Like, why is it going to be important? Kiki, here's the question. For your business, ask yourself this question. What will the impact be of your business? What will the impact be of starting your business? I'm going to do a whole separate scope on this. I think I've mentioned this so many times. It's like my first ever scope Hey, Finaturals by Pam. Welcome. Hey Pam. That first scope I talk about what the impact will be. And that's one of the 5 highly effective questions, defining your why. Ask yourself what the impact would be. Put the importance back in what it is for you, because there's some resistance there in creating your business. That's where the procrastination comes up. And procrastination comes from all these other things. Fear of actually doing it, fear of not doing it, fear of doing it and losing it. There's so many deep things. First, admit your problem, then quit it. I released procrastination today. Yes, it's a promise that you have to continue making. And it can be difficult. But I know you can do it. If it's something that's been in your heart forever, you can do it. I know you can do it. And the support system is really important to doing that. See people in your life who support you, who want you to do this thing, and find resources in your life. Periscope is a super great resource. Thank you so much for those hearts. Y'all been pumping those hearts all the way through. I appreciate you for that. Finding your physical resources as well as your personal human resources is great for your support, because there'll come a point in your business or whatever it is that you're doing where you just realize you can't do it all by yourself. And thank you so much for that. Coach is one of the best support systems I know. That's very true, actually. I was on a call with my coach, and there were some things that I can't share with the people in my life. Can't meaning I don't feel I can. And so I shared them with my coach because I know the coaching environment. Yes, she is. Oh, thank you so much. Guys, I share them with my coach because the coach creates this environment and rapport that we have where I could tell her and open up to her in ways that I just can't open up to the other people in my life. Because I needed to just vent, y'all. Sometimes you just need to vent, and you don't need somebody telling you what to do. You just need to vent, and my coach knows me well enough to know that I just needed to vent, and then we moved forward, because coaching is a forward-thinking process. And I like to create a space for my clients to be. It's a non-judgmental space. It's a confidential space, and that's really important for moving forward. And it is. It's true. No, of course. Every coach has a coach. Every psychiatrist has a psychiatrist. Like, it's important. Yo, let me look over my note card and see if I missed anything. Okay. So here's the thing, yeah? Here's an example of how you can have a who that turns into a what. So a who support system could be, I need someone to drive me to the airport. The best teachers never stop learning. Exactly. Roman, you are the epitome, the personification of that statement. The best teachers never stop learning. That's amazing. What was I saying? Who, what? So you need a ride to the airport. Yeah? No, it's true. You need a ride to the airport. You know that there's a point person that you call. This person says, I can't that day. What happens? That person, your support system, can't quite support you in that moment. What do? You turn to a resource. You find a taxi. You find an Uber. So this is what I mean about having the who's and having the what's. Where can we find your website? It's, oh my jeez, Lord. I've changed scoping location, so I don't have my little placard. You gotta be prepared, guys. It's www.livelikeyounow.com. It's in the hashtag in the title is Live Like You Now. It's also the link in my bio. The first link. The second link is no longer available. That was my free training. Yeah, so this is, it's also nice to have others around. Don't forsake the who part of your support system. Thank you so much. Great site, very helpful. I try to keep the blogs updated. It's very beautiful too. Sam Z Designs is a beast at making things happen with your websites and your logos. Yeah, having people around you is really helpful. Don't ever get into the trap of just relying on non people resources. It's live like you now. Love like you now would be super cute. Live like you now. Having people around you is good. You are a human being. Yeah, fully human is about feeling other people around you, whether or not you're a touchy-feely person, whether or not you're a words of affirmation person. Having people around you, I believe, is really important. It's nice to have someone who can check up on you to saying, hey, how is your business going, Kiki? I remember you were talking about that. It's nice to say, oh, hey, Dylan, how is that website plan you were working on? How's that going? Oh, hey, Gary, how was your trip to New York? How was that? Hey, Roman, how was serving that client and training that new person with that script? How's that going for you, those new trainees? Lorena, I don't know what you're doing, boo, but, having someone check on you and saying, hey, how's that going? Whomever listening, it's nice to have someone, a physical person, really a voice, a sound, just a presence saying, hey, how is that thing going? So it makes you feel inspired to keep pushing. It does. It's nice to have other people check up on you. It's just really nice. Now, I'm not saying use that as a crutch, but I'm saying that's really nice to have. In order for you not to use that as a crutch, you also need to be self-sufficient, and having these resources next to you is a good thing. Uncle Google is great for that. Finding out what you need and what's missing in your life, in your plan, and what you need to move your dream forward is important. Your dream is worth it. So you need as much backup as possible. Go out. Thank you so much for those hearts. I appreciate you for that. Go out and find those resources and that support system that's going to support you move your dream forward. It gets tough out here, but you need that support system. This is the truth. I'm going to be talking about how to care for your support system and how you can be your own support system, because let's be honest, sometimes you just don't have people. Talk to someone like they're the person they could be, and they will become the person they should be. 100% true. 100% true. Roman speaking the God honest truth. It's true. Speak to people, see the greatness in them, and speak it to them. It's really helpful. I know for me, it's wonderful. So good. I know for me, it's super helpful when things happen, and, I know I can depend on my parents. My dad laughs. Yo, I should talk about my support system. They are hilarious. But yeah, my parents are a huge support system for me, and I know I'm very I shouldn't be privileged, but I'm very privileged and lucky and blessed to have them. I hope you all have some people that you were thinking about during this whole thing. Sometimes it takes someone else to see your greatness. It really does. But honestly, 100%, you need to show up for you all the time. No one should ever show up for you and your business and your dream as much as you need to. I've said this on my Snap. I said this on my status last night on Twitter. I will say this again. You should show up for your business always. You should show up harder, longer, faster, better than anybody else for your business and your dream. I say business, but I mean your dream, your passion. No one else should show you up. No one else should show you up. There will be moments are fine. There will be hours are fine. But if it goes days, months, weeks, years, and someone else is showing up for your dream and you're not, that's a huge problem. That's a huge problem. That is a huge problem. That's not okay. You need to stick up for your dream. You need to fight for your dream and your passion, because nobody's going to show up. No, nobody should ever show up no one should ever show you up on your own dream. I feel ashamed when I'm feeling low and someone says, but you can do this, that, and the other. I feel ashamed. I'm like, I'm sorry, Coach Nachi. I apologize to myself and say, I'm sorry, boo. I should be showing up for myself the way this person just showed up for me. And my dream, what's in my heart. You need to show up for yourself. Exactly. I love what you said, Dylan. And I take it a step further and say, you need to 100% show up more for you than nobody's going to show up, Roman. Nobody's going to show up, Roman. Roman is about his life. Nobody should show up more for your dream than you do. I think this is it. Oh, yeah, I was going to say something about pessimists running around as realists, but that's not the mood we're in right now. Nobody going to show up, coach. No one's going to show me up. I go too hard for what I'm doing. Whew. Nobody's going to show me up. It's actually virtually impossible. Awesome scope. Thank you so much for sticking around the whole way through. This was going to be like an 8-minute scope. And I was like, Lord, give me the strength and the courage to do what I need to do, say what I need to say. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Y'all know my weakness now. Words of affirmation. I love it. This was really good. Thank you so much for that, Kiki. I appreciate you participating. And those hearts, I appreciate you guys pumping them out on a roll. Thank you. Thank you. I care about support systems. I know how important they are, and this is super important. Make It Happen November is still going. Are you continuing to make it happen? Do not give up. Continue to make it happen. This November, that thing that you've been wanting to do them. Those things, do them. That thing, that one thing, you know what I'm talking about. Do something. Do something to move you forward. So when we start December, you can say, damn, I did that. And make it happen November, exactly. You'll be so surprised by how much you can do when you actually do it. I did a webinar in 5 days, y'all. So much has happened this whole year, in the past month, in the past anything that I never thought would happen. And I know you can do it. I need you to give some colors you can add into your decor to create your coaching heaven. My colors are just do it. Do it. Exactly. Roman, didn't we end the scope last time if you saying the same thing? I appreciate you so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much for coming through. If you're not following, I don't know what I can do. But follow, watch a couple scopes. If you're not into it, please leave. Feel free to leave. Thank you so much for your time. If you are into it, stay, and I will hold you and care for you as best as I can. If you think this helps other people or serves other people, share it out. I would greatly appreciate that. That's totally fine. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you staying the whole time. I appreciate your time. If you're not following, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Thank you so much for that, Kiki. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Follow. Kiki, you gotta listen to Kiki. She says follow, you gotta follow. I'm gonna make a thumbnail so you all can exit now. Thank you so much for those hearts. Gary, you've been pumping them out. No, she don't play. Follow coach and get your life. What does Ashley Ann do? I love Ashley Ann Scopes. Get your life. She's amazing. Gary says right now. Gary is able to pump those hearts and type at the same time. Y'all. So I'm going to make a pretty thumbnail, and you can leave now. I promise I won't say anything else. Content is officially over. It's always a little awkward when I make my faces in front of you all. But some of you kind of like it. I know you do. All right, so I'm going to make this. I'm going to tell you guys about this book another time. It's really great. All right. Y'all are still here. Okay, cool. I'm just going to make this thumbnail then as we proceed. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is always so awkward. Am I the only one that does this on Periscope? Oh, God. Bye. Thank you so much.